Morning, what's up? This is your boy Big T with Extremesportw. Welcome to another week NFL 3 week in review. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all having a great morning. So, like I said, week 3 in the NFL review. You know, not much. Only a big surprise this week to me was Buffalo beating Minnesota like they did. So, um, hey, let's get into it. Right now, let's talk about the 0-3 LA Raiders. Um, John Gruden comes back, still no win so far. Derek Carr, 27 for 39, 345, one touchdown, two interception. Marshawn Lynch, 19 carries, 64 yards. Um, Martavis Bryant, I don't know what's going on there. Jordan Nelson are 6 receptions, 173 yards. I really don't know what's going on. They 0-3, still haven't got it done. The trade of Khalil Mack has been a big issue right now with that. No pass rusher for the Raiders defense, so that's a big problem. Gruden saying in his interviews that they have to get a pass rusher going, and that he really can't. They got to come together and win somewhere somehow. Um, so I really can't tell you what's going on there. I thought they'd have a win by now. Looking at least 1-2 probably ain't gonna be the fastest start, but hey, they got the win. So, but hey, the Miami Dolphins started off 3-0. They are leading their division. The return of Ryan Tannehill. Um, It hasn't been so pretty, but it's been effective. 17 on 23, 289 yards. Um, no rushing. They got no rushing attack. They've been winning a lot on their games on defense. Defense have been pretty good for the Dolphins so far. The resurgence of them from last year, trading a whole lot of picks, trading a whole lot of their star players away. Um, has really paid off for him so far. So everybody was scratching their head about a lot of things that the Miami Dolphins was doing last year. But I forget that coach name. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But he wasn't tolerating a whole lot of things. He just wanted. I guess he wanted to see his team that how he wanted in the organization. So hey, it's paying off for him. 3-0. They will play the struggling New England Patriots this week. See how we go from there because the Patriots are 1-2 right now. So if they go 1-3, it's over in New England. So the 3-0 start by the Miami Dolphins. Let's talk about the Cleveland Browns getting their first win. It was a big celebration for the Cleveland Browns this week, getting their first win of the season. So hey, big ups to Cleveland and what they've done. First win in about 2 years. So, like I said, I look for them to be a lot better team this year anyway. I'm looking for them to get 6 or 7 wins this year. Baker Mayfield has been named the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns for this week. Comes in, Tyrone Taylor gets a concussion. Baker Mayfield comes in, 17 for 23, 201 yards. I'm looking at him in college. He's a hype guy. I think people fear him to be another Johnny Manziel because of his antics off the field. A rich, I guess how I could put it, a rich kid, glorified. But when you get to the real big league, what can you do? Hopefully, if his hair stay on straight, I see a great future for this kid. He's like I said when I thought Washington should have tried to go get him because of you building a franchise. I knew, like I said about last year, I knew Kirk Cousins wasn't going to stay. So I was looking forward, hey, go ahead and build a franchise and see what you can do with that franchise. But hey, Cleveland has not had a good recipe for quarterbacks since they've been in the draft. So, but hey, could this be what they needed to break the hump of all these years of being terrible? Um, so it can Baker Mayfield be in the future? It might be. So we never know. We'll see. But like I said, Baker Mayfield 17 for 23, 201 yards, caught his high 23 carries, 98 yards, ran the ball pretty effectively. Like I said, to me, I'm an old school runner type of guy. I'm looking at the NFL. You don't really got a lot of running backs like they used to. I think a running game is your winning formality of winning an NFL game. And a lot of teams throw so much these days. I think they throw too much. Look at I got to say this. Look at the Dallas Cowboys with Murray a couple years ago. You took the pressure off Tony Romo of throwing the ball so much, and Murray had one of the greatest seasons of his in history, and um, he is paid off for him. They got better. They didn't have to throw the ball so much, but Dez was getting his numbers. DeMarco Murray was getting his. It was even out. Tony Romo didn't have a lot of pressure on him. I hate to use them for an example, but that's how they had a winning formality of running the ball, wearing people the defensive out, and it paid off for them. So hey, look, I should and look at the Redskins back in the days with John Riggins, Joe Gibbs pounded it with John Riggins. And that's how I looked at I love old school football. And I think a lot of teams throwing the ball way too much these days. Sam Darnold of the Jets, not bad. He were 15 for 31, 169 yards, 2 interceptions. Everybody, I guess, he's a rookie. I think he is the future of the New York Jets. 15 31, 169 yards, like I said. Powell, 14 carries, 73 yards. You know, 1-2 start, but I think they could end up probably like 7-9 this year. I think he will get a couple wins. I think he'll be okay. I think these new quarterbacks, the learning curve that they haven't, I think is going to be. I think you got the future of the quarterbacks right now. The quarterbacks in college that come out these last 2 years, I think they've been pretty good, better than we've seen in the years past. So hey, we'll see what they got in store. So hey, all right, J Real Hip Hop Show, Saturdays and Sundays, 8 o'clock, Facebook Live. You can go live with him, chat with him. He will give you great interviews for our artists all around the world. Also, you can listen to his show on the J Real Hip Hop Show. And if you got music to be sent in to the Real Hip Hop Show, send it in to the Real Hip Hop Show at yahoo.com in MP3 form. So, hey, let J Real tell you about it.
What up? It's your boy J Real at the Real Hip Hop Show. Check the show out at the Real Hip Hop Show /Spreaker, Extreme Radio. If you want your music played on The Real Hip Hop Show, send your music in MP3 form to The Real Hip Hop Show at yahoo.com. Check us out, The Real Hip Hop Show /Spreaker, Extreme Radio. Let's go. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy J Real at The Real Hip Hop Show. Check the show out at The Real Hip Hop Show /Spreaker. Extreme Radio.
All right, it's your boy Big T is back. Week 3 of the NFL season. Like I said, review. So let's talk about my 2-1 Washington Redskins. So great game for the Skins this week playing Aaron Rodgers. People saying that he was hurt. He was hurt. So Aaron Rodgers for the 27-44, 265 yards. He still had a very effective day. He's moving around good. He's scrambling. He's Aaron Rodgers. So, but the Skins come up with a great game plan to beat Aaron Rodgers. So I don't get it, but he's still, like I said, he's still Aaron Rodgers. 27-44, 265 yards. Receiving core. I don't know what to say about this game. So, let's go to the Skins because other than Aaron Rodgers, I didn't see nothing exciting. But hey, let's go to Adam Smith. 12-20, effectively, 220 yards. Adrian Peterson having a magnificent day, 19 carries, 120 yards. Alex Smith, 7 carries, 20 yards, 7 assists, 20 yards. I just see offensive line play good for the Redskins. I think they will have one of the best years they had in a long time. I didn't see a great offensive line against the Colts. I think they were manhandled, pushed around. But in this game, I think they had a great. They got the ball down the field, so everybody got into it. Vernon Davis, he 70 yards for him. Jordan Reed got 7 attempts. He got 7 attempts thrown to him for 65 yards. I think Billy Hill, Paul Richardson. I think Doxson need to. I don't know what's going on with him. He hasn't done nothing so far this year. They got to get their receiving core going. I think they get their receiving core going. I think it can be a big thing for them. That's why I think they're missing right now. They trying. I see it's working. They're working more and more. And I think the second half, when they come out in games, have been poor. So far, what I've seen, I think that can be a whole lot better. I think, Jay Gruden, he needs to have a great year this year. He really do. He needs to have one of the best years of being a Redskin coach. I just think I just don't think he's the answer. But we'll see. I'm trying to give him a chance. But I just think some calls he makes, I think he needs an offensive coordinator that he just controlled the game, like he had with Sean Greenberg. He needs a great offensive coordinator that he can put in his hands. I think, look at Joe Gibbs his last year. They bought an offense in with I think it was Al Sherman from the Rams. They put an offense together. They were working on the year before. The next year it got tremendously better. I just think they needed right now. They need an offense coordinator that he can just control the game. I think right now he's making the calls, and I don't know. I just feel like sometimes that offensive line get pushed around, but the offensive line played great. I think Skins can have a great year, but like I said, we'll see. And we'll see about that. So, great win for the Skins, 2-1, tied for the division lead with the Philadelphia Eagles, Tennessee, and Jacksonville. A defensive game. Marcus Mariota came back, I guess, 12 for 18, 100 yards. Derrick Henry, 18 carries, 57 yards. They are 2-1 right now. The Tennessee Titans. I'm not really talking about them so much. So hey, their game has been mostly defensively. So, but we'll see what they got, and you know, Chuck Davis, it has not been pretty at all from what I see in the stats that they have. So, you know, Jacksonville really surprised me this week. I think it was an offensive letdown for them from coming from having a great game against the New England Patriots and to come and have just a sometime a game against the Tennessee Titans was a big letdown to me. I think Blake Bortles didn't have a bad game, 21 for 34, 155 yards. Didn't make no touchdown, no interceptions. They couldn't get no running games going. Like I said, just a defensive game. That's what I see out of this. So hey, 2-1 Jacksonville Jaguars to 2-1 Tennessee Titans right now. Baltimore and Denver Broncos, both 2-1, 27-14 win for the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, I think Joe Flacco needs to have a great season this year. He needs to stay consistent. I think Lamar Jackson is waiting his wings to take over that position. And I think we was talking about this on Extreme Sports the other night. When guys get their contracts, it's been a big thing about when they got this big contract the next year or two, they really have not done anything. So I think we set the case there for this for Joe Flacco since the Super Bowl and they got his contract. You have not seen the same Joe Flacco you used to seeing. So he's getting older, and you got these young quarterbacks that Lamar Jackson did, like they say, you can remind you on Michael Vick and things like that. So I think that's what we're looking at right now. That he's just waiting in the wing. So like I said, Joe Flacco got to have a great season and got to do his thing right now. So we'll see. All right, we'll be right back. Real is on the rise. J Real.
Yeah. The real is on the rise. Fuck them other guys. Why y'all niggas looking all stupid and surprised? Money on my mind, money on my menu. Niggas know I'm on my grind, so you know what I get into. Dealing with my brothers, I ain't fucking with you suckers. Swear to God, y'all niggas out here know that y'all just can't touch us. Bricks, that's the click. Haters on our dick, give a shit. Every time I turn around, I give them shit. Niggas know just how it go. Blowing on some other shit. About to fucking blow and take off like the mothership. They don't understand it. They be underhanded. I don't think I give a shit until the day I'm apprehended. Lyrically, I'm hard. Lyrically, it's soft. Swear to God, I fuck around. I have to knock you haters off. Haters get tossed. Deep in your bitch, I ride with the starting five. They be on the bench. The real is on the rise. For the mother guys. The real is on the rise. Tryna get this cash. The real is on the rise. Shit I can't escape. Talking about that life, but I live this way. The real is on the rise. How much y'all niggas hate? Straight up on my drive, tryna get this cash. The real is on the rise. Shit I can't escape. Talking about that life, but I live this way. I just wanna be up in the Hall of Fame. Everybody hating, man, it's all a shame. They really think I'm playing, but it's not a game. And all these other rappers sounding all the same. I ain't got no time for that. I be where the grinders at. So if you tryna look for me, then you know where to find me at, dog. Why these niggas hating on our cause? Put my dick up in your bitch and let her hate my balls. They say you only get one shot, but I got a full clip, so my spitting won't stop. I'm the best for the rest, cause all you niggas suck. I advise you keep it moving like a U-Haul truck. I've been spitting this for years, and y'all niggas just started. I'm shitting on you rappers, and it smell like you just farted. That's just how it go. These niggas are slow. Me, myself, I'm chasing dope, while you out here chasing hoes, yeah.
Why must y'all niggas hate? Straight up on my grind, tryna get this cash. They said I can't explain. Talking about that life, but I live this way. Why must y'all niggas hate? Straight up on my grind, tryna get this cash. They said I can't explain. Talking about that life, but I live this way. Why must y'all niggas hate? Straight up on my grind, tryna get this cash. They said I can't explain. Talking about that life, but I live this way. Why must y'all niggas hate? Stayed up on my grind tryna get this cake. They said I can't explain. Talking about that life, but I live this way.
For them other guys, the real is on the rise. For them other guys, the real is on the rise. For them other guys, the real is on the rise. For them other guys.
Alright, your boy Big T is back. That was Rivers on the Rise by J Real and Melly Mel, right here on Extreme Radio. Alright, Extreme Radio Network. So Extreme Sports with your boy Big T here live right here this morning. So also you, like I said, you can catch us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, SoundCloud, Castbox, iTunes, right here on Spreaker.com/user/BIGTT2YLL72 and join all our shows. Enjoy our shows. We thank you and we appreciate you joining us. Like I said, we are now starting to do high school footballs on Friday nights, bringing interviews, start interviewing coaches. Join us. Get your kids. If your kids ain't getting recognized enough, here's a so, and you feel like he's doing so much in the sports world that he not getting recognized, here's a so, and we'll try to get him up here, get some shine on him, and hey, you never know what can happen. So, talk about San Francisco 49ers and the Patrick Mahomes era of the Kansas City Chiefs. First of all, Jimmy Garoppolo tore his ACL in this game at the end of the game. 20 for 30 for 251 yards, 2 touchdowns. Feel bad for the kid because of 3 years, 2 years being down there in New England with Tom Brady. He get traded, get his opportunity, goes 4-0 as a starter last year. So finally get his chance. And so far 1-2 this year as a starter. But hey, it was not a bad team. Just coming together and improving. So they got right behind Bobby Bedford right now. For San Francisco 49ers, he coming in as the backup. Talk rate, if you don't know, Warner Cup Sports Show at Radio NFS and Extreme Sports with Radio NFS also having a bet. B. Evans for the Morning Cup Sports Show, which is against your boy Big T. We had a bit of the Washington Redskins, San Francisco 49ers. If the San Francisco 49ers have a better season than my Washington Redskins, I have to get a tattoo on my butt cheek of a 49er symbol and said that B. Evans was right. If the Washington Redskins have the same thing, B. Evans got to have the same thing and put on his butt cheek. So, but that's a tough break for San Francisco 49ers because not saying Bedford can't can't get the job done. It's just hard. You got your starting quarterback that, you got your future, your franchise in, and he go down at the third game of the season. I know it's tough, so hey, we'll see what happens. Like I said, Patrick Mahomes right now is probably the number one candidate for MVP right now. 24 for 38, 314 yards, 3 touchdowns. Um, he's got 13 touchdowns already this season. He's on track of breaking a record, and they're looking like right now they say if he averages 3 touchdowns a game for the rest of the season, they're looking at 55 touchdowns for him. Uh, and look like it can be done. I like the kid from Texas Tech. Um, he's got a gun over arm. He can throw ball like 75 yards out the field, no problem. Um, and you took a chance of letting Alex Smith go. This is just his second year. Just to go ahead and bring him in. Right now he's undefeated, 3-0. He gonna beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. He gonna beat the Chargers. He beat the 49ers. So he has beaten some good teams so far. So hey, big ups to Patrick Mahomes. And has he took the interception this year? I don't know. I don't think he has. So, but we'll see. So big ups to him, Patrick Mahomes, 3-0. Like I said, Jimmy Garoppolo torn ACL after the season. I feel bad for him, but hey, they got to move on. Like I said, the upset of the week was the manhandling of the Buffalo Bills over the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings 1-1. They've been playing real good football. Um, Kirk Cousins kind of proving my point, but hey, we'll talk about that in a minute. But Josh Allen debuts as the starter. Did he debut coming? I think this is debut. No, last week was his debut. He didn't play bad last week, but 16 for 22, 196 yards, touchdown. Ran the ball pretty decent. Okay. So they got Calvin Benjamin. I don't know what's going on with Benjamin. I don't know. He hasn't been very productive so far this year. But hey, 27-6 win over the Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins, 296 yards, took 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 40 for 55, 296 yards. Not a great. I think you're throwing the ball too much, way too much, and it's hurting them. Just rushing, they had 2 attempts for 11 yards from Boone. Cousins had 2 attempts for 2 yards. Not a good rushing day at all from no running back. So hey, 27. That could give you a 27-6 loss right there. No, that's why I said, like I was saying, rushing game is terrible. Your game is terrible. Return of Carson Wentz this week. 16 win over the Indianapolis Colts. Carson Wentz comes back 25 for 37, 255 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not a terrible game. Not a great game though. But like I said about the Philadelphia Eagles, I just feel like they are not the same team that they was last year. They're trying to find themselves their identity right now. I think they will struggle this year. I think they will have like a 500 season. I think teams gonna sneak in there and beat them. I think they have like a 9-7, 10-6 season this year. I don't think it's gonna be all this and that like it was last year. But hey, we'll see. I think the offense is struggling. Defense still on about the same page that it was last year. But I really feel like the offense is struggling right now. And they're really trying to find their identity. Colts, Andrew Luck, 25 40, 164, 4 yards. one touchdown, no interceptions. Not good running off them. Also, Andrew Luck was leading rusher on 33 yards. When your quarterback is your leading rusher, you don't have a great game. Darius Leonard for the Colts still having an MVP caliber season of himself. Um, 9 tackles in his game for him. Gathers was the lead tackle for 10. So, like I said, uh, as a rookie, he having the MVP type caliber season playing, maybe for defense player of the year. So, hey, we'll see on that part. So, Atlanta and New Orleans, great game, overtime win for the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees still, he should be named that bad man. Drew Brees still got the gunner over on 396 yards, 3 touchdowns, 39-49. And the age, Drew Brees been in this league in a long time and seen some um, quarterbacks come and go. It has not really got. I can't remember ever getting hurt. I remember Drew Brees came out for the Chargers, so it's been like, hey, Drew Brees been in the league about 15 years now. About 15, 16 years. Probably one of the longest streaks in the NFL, I want to say. So, I think he said he still feel like he can play about 2 or 3 more years. But hey, he's doing this thing. So, hey, like I said, 39-49, 396 yards. They are, Thomas was 10 receptions, 129 yards. Carmer was 15 receptions for 24 yards. Watson's 5 receptions, 71 yards. This guy still is one of the best quarterbacks in history. No hands down. I think he's the top of the list. I would say he's top of Aaron Rodgers. People love Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a bad guy, but hey, Drew Brees probably one of the top quarterback in the NFL with his arm, and he getting the job done. So hey, so when you play Drew Brees, you like, we got Drew Brees coming up next week. You fear that loss because he's just that good to me. So, well, we'll see. Falcons met Ryan 26-35, 374 yards, 5 touchdowns. Great game for him. Like I said, these two teams, when they play each other, they always get it out for each other. So, it goes back and forth. And hey, we'll see. So, hey, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back. This boy, BigT.
This is Big T from Extreme Sports with your boy Big T and King C's. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays on Spreaker.com/Extreme Radio. Also, you can catch us with Big T, King C's Marvelous Matt on Spreaker.com/Extreme Radio with your boy Big T here. We can bring you all the entertainment, sports, news, updates, entertainment, group discussions, anything we go in, we want to talk about. Like and share. Hit your boys up on the Extreme Radio group page, Facebook.com. Hey, your boy Big T here. Hit me up, tymm72@gmail.com or tymm72@yahoo.com with your boy Big T from Extreme Radio.
All right, your boy Big T is back. Carolina Panthers beat the Cincinnati Bengals 31-21 win. Andrew Dalton, 352 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 picks. And in the loss, Gianardi Bernard for the North Carolina Tar Heels, 12 carries, 61 yards. I think, like I said, Nixon is hurt. I think he coming back like 2 to 3 weeks. But Gianardi Bernard is still is an effective running back. He's a great running back in the right system. Boyd, 6 receptions, 132 yards. Green, 5 receptions, 58 yards. Elliford, 6 receptions, 74 yards. So, hey, Cam Newton, Effective day. Um, 15 for 24, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not too much to want in the passing game, running game. Uh, McCaffrey on his great game from rushing with him. 28 attempts, 184 yards. I'm sorry. Um, that's a great. Give him the ball. He's your running back. He's your star running back. Give him the ball. Let him do his thing, and look what he can create. Cam Newton still running the ball too much. 10 attempts, 36 yards. I think he's, like I said, I just feel like the NFL, a lot of players don't like him. That's how I feel. That's what I see. I think they're trying to knock his head off. I would not run him that much in a game. And I just feel like players trying to pound, when you see people hit Cam, I just see a lot of times I feel like players go for his head. And I think they're trying to knock him out. But hey, because he's a big guy, one thing. And I think a lot of players are not too crazy about Cam. But what do I know? But hey, 31-21 win for them. Both teams are 2-1. New York Giants get their first win over the winless Houston Texans, 0-3. Eli Manning, effective day, 25, 29, 97 yards. Great game for him. You just missing 4 attempts. So, hey, that's great. Not too much passing. You just Saquon Barkley, 17 attempts, 82 yards. Very effective day for him. Odell Beckham's 9 receptions, 109 yards. I think they feel good for them to get their first win. A very effective offensive day for them. So, hey, Houston, Texas, Deshaun Watson, 24 for 40, 385 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not a bad day. So, hey, Fuller, 5 receptions, 101 yards. Hopkins. I don't know what's going on with the Houston Texans. I don't see why they ain't got no win yet. Deshaun Watson, like I said, I have not seen a bad game from him. It's just they're not coming together for some reason. So, 385 yards and 2 touchdowns, that's a great game. So, it probably got beat. It's something going on the defense side of the ball. You don't know. So, hey, let's move on. Let me get to this real quick. The Dallas Cowboys are 1-2 right now. Last in the division. Tied for last in the division. So, Zach Prescott, 1934, 168 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Ezekiel Elliott, 17 carries, 127 yards. Great game for him. People say I have a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans that I've worked with, and they saying that I see receiver is a problem. You really don't got no receivers, and you got Swan, 5 receptions, 47 yards. Beasley was 46 yards. Thompson was 23 yards. Hearn, 2 attempts, 22 yards. You missed Dez. You missed Dez Bryant. You let him go. Ego. You want to control. I have to agree with Stephen A. Smith on this. Because I think people that if you got too much mouth and got things to say, you see a whole lot of players are banned out of this league. Now, look at Dez. I don't see why Dez Bryant has not been picked up from any team. But at the same time, I can see it his fault. Because you turned 2 contracts down just to get, because you want to be in the NFC East. And now, you want to have a choice of your team. These 2 teams give you an opportunity. Right now, take it. I feel like you should. So I think it going both ways. He shooting himself in the foot. Dallas Cowboys shot themselves in the foot. But they 1-2. Seattle get their first win. Very effective game for them defensively and offensively. Russell Wilson, 16 for 26, 119 yards. Rushing the ball was great, 32 carries, 102 yards on Carson. So, hey, very effective day from them. So, Lockett was 4 receptions, 77 yards. Hey, great game. And, so Rams also beat the Chargers 35-23. They still on the road, 3-0 for the LA Rams. Um, get to it. I'm sorry. Jared Goff, 29-36, 354 yards. Look how his 154 yards. Look at in the last 2 years how Sean McVay has changed this quarterback. Why can you stay in Washington, McVay? Why you can't stay in Washington and told Jay Gruden?
You're going up out of here.
But but hey, what can I say? So 26, 35, 354 yards. Tarver's on time. Gurley, 23 attempts, 105 yards. Receiving Woods, 2 receptions, 104 yards. Cook, 7 receptions, 90 yards. So the Rams doing their thing this year, 3-0 so far. The Chargers 1-2. Phillip Rivers 226 yards. Gordon was 80 yard rushing. Williams returning his. You might say this is rookie year. 4 receptions, 81 yards. So I think I think Chargers will be all right. We'll see. With good win for the 2-1 Bears. Mr. Trubisky, 220 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. I think this Chicago Bears got a great defensive team right now. That's how they looking. So Cardinals 0-3. Sam Bradford gets benched. Rosen come in. Okay, you can't say nothing about this game for him because he just had 7 attempts. This week, I think he's starting. If I'm mistaken, Bradford got benched. So, hey, you're going to put this rookie in, going to give him a chance to see what he got. So, hey, we'll see. Sorry about that. Jump too fast. All right. Also, like I said, the struggling New England Patriots loses to the one Matt Patricia get his first win, 26-10 win over New England. Shocking that New England just 1-2 right now. Picks also Big Ben and Pittsburgh beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, giving Tampa Bay their first loss, 30-27, and the return this week of Jason Winston. So hey, we'll see what's going on with that and see what he got going on and who could be the starter. Him or Fitzpatrick. I say Fitzpatrick stay as the starter. He's hot. Keep it up and see what they got. All right, and also the beginning of NBA preseason, all teams in camp. See what the Lakers got. See what we already know what Golden State got. See what's going on with Jimmy Butler. Is he gonna get traded? I don't think so. We'll see what happens on that. So hey, join us at Extreme Sports with your boy Big T, King C's, March Matt, E-Dub, LC this Sunday at 8 o'clock on Radio AFS and back here on Spreaker.com. Also, like I said, your high schools, check us out. See what's tell us what's going on with your schools. We'll start doing interviews live on the show. Hit us up on the Extreme Radio page on Facebook. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram. Hey, Extreme Radio. Let's go. Thank you for joining me, and y'all have a great day.